We see dumb motherfuckers slap a piece of white paper on a mirror and go, how does the mirror world know what's behind the piece of paper? New brain poison just dropped. The Balenciaga mannequins are actually bodies of missing people. Oh, yeah, here. We were going to watch this yesterday.
In 2020, he disappeared and he was never seen again. Still to this day in 2023, he vanished.
But comes to find out he was actually missing, and he's been missing since the year 2020.
Did you hear about the Balenciaga missing person? No. This model for Balenciaga, his name is Christopher G. And he posed on so many different ads for Balenciaga, different shoots, everything. But he went missing.
Until this lady came out with this video. Here it is, of a mannequin.
Okay, people, tell me something. This boy look like somebody dead and bombed.
Dude, that's awesome. That's so great. They're like, no, look at, like, this is the guy. This is the actual human. That's awesome. Oh, dude, that's great. I don't know if people are aware of this, but like mannequins are supposed to look like humans. You know, that's like kind of what it's designed to do. This is quite literally the same as thinking that all of the marble statues that you see in museums are actually real humans that were cast in marble and just like freaking out about it. That's awesome. That is quite literally worse than medieval present brain, because like even in medieval times, they would look at statues and go, that's a statue. This is caveman brain. We have moved away from medieval peasant brain to just like new levels of mental illness. We have regressed. We've gone backwards. We went from behaving like medieval peasants to not understanding what the great big ball in the sky is and why it turns off at night, and then is substituted by a smaller ball, or I guess sometimes larger looking ball that's not always a ball, and it scares me. I don't like it, and if I look at it, I'm gonna be gay. Awesome.
This mannequin is him. This mannequin looks a little bit too realistic. I mean, a lot of people was digging deep into...
No, it doesn't. No, it does not. It does not look like him at all. Like, it's probably designed to look like him, but it's not a human. Like, that is not a human being. That's, like, not a human being at all. That is a fucking mannequin. Oh my God.
Today mannequins, Balenciaga mannequins, and then they notice something very, very strange. If you look at regular mannequins, compared to their mannequins, it's completely terrifying.
Yeah, no, that's the point. Like you're getting it. You're understanding the point. And that is that like they've made these more realistic looking mannequins specifically to freak people out, not realizing that people are going to be mentally ill about it and assume that they're actually real human beings. Also, there's not really that much of a difference between this mannequin that you're showing and the Balenciaga one. That one is also a realistic mannequin. Okay, that is not a mannequin. I love that when they do this kind of thing, they also sometimes will just like sneak in like a real photo in there too. No, that's just a person. You just took a photo of a dude who was modeling in Balenciaga and you're like, bro, look at this crazy mannequin. It looks so real. There's a difference between that and this. And the other one. You're falling for it? Oh, that's a real Manny, dude. I don't believe that. Yeah, that's not a mannequin. That's just a non-binary twink. Exactly.
No, you cannot tell me that they mannequins don't look real. People believe that this guy who vanished was waxed. Look at the features. Scary like. Look at the fucking hands, bro. You see the indent in it? It almost seems like you can see the vein of some crazy.
Bro, this is crazy. Like, they literally... This is some real movies or real shit. Actually, they're on some different shit. They're on the movies are real shit. That's what they're doing. They move beyond the movies are real shit though, and now they're saying like mannequins are real. Like art is actually impossible to achieve. Like, how do they even think thoughts in their brain and like visualize concepts, and then they like put pen to paper and then make it look like what was in here? Like that's where we're at, which is crazy. That's crazy. In the words of Jaden Smith, how can mirrors be real when our eyes aren't real? TikTokers are wild because I can't tell if they're legitimately the dumbest humans on earth or just clout-hungry goblins who do shit like this for engagement. Like, do you think this dude is in on it or no? Dude, I think, I've said this before, I think half the fucking time, they're like, their starting point is like, oh, I see a bunch of other people doing this, I'm going to do it too. And then they start believing in it, and then they scare themselves. You know what I mean? It's like a kid. Like when you were a child and you told a fucking scary story at like a campfire or something, and then you scared yourself with how spooky it was. Like when you're an adult, this is not supposed to happen in your brain, okay? You're not. You're supposed to, like, I genuinely don't understand. Like, how do you live life like this? I don't get it. It's people having fun. No, man, I don't think these people are having fun. I think they are genuinely unwell. Like, this dude goes to Madame Tussauds and he's like, just has an aneurysm. He's just like, look at all the celebrities that they've cloned and are keeping trapped here. I can't comprehend it. Why is no one doing something about this? I think you're losing your head over a bunch of teenagers farming views. These aren't teenagers, brother. Half of the people that we look at in the conspiracy circuit are like full-grown adults. Like, sure, there are some younger people in there too, even though it's like still odd. Oh.
Like, that's crazy.
His hands is as real as mine.
Now, like I said, this is where these theories is about to get real dark. Now, remember when Balenciaga was basically about to get canceled?
How many times have we seen dumb motherfuckers slap a piece of white paper on a mirror and go, how does the mirror world know what's behind the piece of paper? And you are still unironically in here going, dude, they're just farming. It's like, no, man. We left all of these children behind, okay? And a lot of them became adults. 40+ people are taking over TikTok at triple the speed they took Facebook over. It's pretty remarkable. Yeah, shit's going to get way worse because those motherfuckers are voters. They actually are like some of the only people that have at least a little bit of assets and capital, a little bit of political power. It's going to get way worse. Think about what Facebook did to your boomer family members. Like, a lot of you go, oh, these are just teenagers farming clout. And then before you know it, you're like, well, how did your grandfather get so racist? Like, he was already racist, of course. But like, how did he get so like targetedly racist? Why does he know Nancy Pelosi? Why does he care about where Nancy Pelosi is staying? Like all of that stuff, all that anger that is trapped inside of your granddad's body is being directed into like perfectly crafted vectors, specifically designed by Fox News, the right-wing media apparatus, and also Facebook. Not the best day for a McLaren to be parked on Ventura Boulevard as floodwaters rush in. It was a light sprinkle at 10:30 a.m., but by 11:30, street flooding, guessing a runoff is coming from the hills as canyons were already starting to see rushing water. I mean, this guy and XUC have the same issue. They have a McLaren, but they can't drive it. That's wild. Anyway, let's get back to the fucking mannequins. Just like Ron DeSantis is a mannequin.
Because of all of the demonic stuff with the kids and the covers of all of these magazine articles.
Do you think Balenciaga deserves to be canceled right now?
I think they do.
Balenciaga could kiss my.
Yeah, cancel them.
Like, it was so bad for them that they had to put out a whole article to address this issue.
Balenciaga has always been a brand known for ad campaigns, products, and runway shows that push boundaries and make audiences uncomfortable.
Well, people believe that this guy was a sacrifice.
They don't do that to mannequins so detailed like that. Where they do that at?
I'm not allowed to touch, but he said, do not touch, because I really wanted to touch now, you know?
Right.
Look how detailed this is. Tell me this doesn't look real.
And nothing on this mannequin looks like it's a plastic or it's wax. This guy was fully powdered.
Movies are real, baby. Movies are real. Movies are real. They're so real.
Like the face was so powder, you could use your nail and scratch it off.
Wait. Holy yeah. Hold tight, man. Hold tight. I'm gonna get you out of this.
He had ears, a hole in his ears and his nose, and I was like scrutinizing it, like, this cannot be, how could they do this, you know? It was just too real.
Waxed his body, put him out in the public. And that's why when that lady saw him, and even when she was getting interviewed, she said, because she saw him in person, behind the window.
I love that like independent journalism is so fire. It's thriving so hard, chat. It's thriving so fucking hard. You got people interviewing the one lady having like a mental health episode at the Balenciaga store, and everyone else is taking it seriously. Like, oh, welcome back to the podcast. Yeah, we found the craziest person you could ever think of. Like, this is a person who legitimately thinks this mannequin is real. Also, let me explain something. I also believe that the mannequin is a real human. Breaking news. We're going to do a deep dive, okay?
And close up, and she was saying some things.
So I was looking through the braille, and he looked like he was looking directly in my eyes.
His eyes are moving, but he can't talk or move any other part of his body. Dalton is trying to get the wax off him while Wade is trying to use his eyes to send a message to him that somebody is coming. But he doesn't get the message, and the masked man comes from behind.
So I pulled my phone out and I start videoing. I was saying, I'm not allowed to touch, but he said, do not touch, because I really wanted to touch now, you know?
Now, before you say something like, why would they sacrifice him? I do not know. But apparently, for these companies or some of these people out there, it works. Believe it or not.
Dude, that's awesome. This guy's fire. The color conviction, Romans 8:18. Dude, this has 647,000 likes. That man was suing them for copying his jacket. He was going to win, but he went missing. Then this mannequin came out. You forgot he was going to sue them, and then boom, this happened. I better not hear about Balenciaga having a Kanye mannequin. He spoke about them using some of his designs. They flew him out to make a deal and sign some papers. Never seen again. It's like, nah, the wax mannequins and celebrities don't even look that realistic. This is wild. Yes, they do. They look even better. The hair, dead giveaway. That's a human. I think that Jamaican lady know what she's talking about. Never heard of not being allowed to touch a mannequin. That's what blows me for real. Yeah, I wonder why, man. They don't want you touching the fucking mannequin because of freaks like this. It's crazy all these people are driving around and being nurses and shit. Yeah, that's something important to remember. Like, these are people that are nurses. They're people that are like teachers and shit. Like, they're working. They're working out and about. Abso-fucking-lutely. You know? They're your chiropractor. Should have broke a finger to see. Risk. Wait, he actually got on social saying that he's okay and he's not missing anymore, but I still believe the entire theory behind Balenciaga. Crazy, because they could have made him record that video before doing this. It all makes you wonder. First of all, this is the first interesting piece of information in this that I've seen thus far. It's obviously only got 1,200 likes. And like, even then, she's like, still believe Balenciaga conspiracies. You know what I mean? It's like, well, okay. So it's not real. But it is real? Like, what are you saying? Intuition tells me that the brand name itself signifies something different in the spiritual realm. Very evil presence throughout the brand. All right, let's find more about this. We got the CIA in the chat. What's the name of this dude? Let's find out where he is. He's probably alive, by the way. There's 0% chance he's like fucking dead, but...
Still, this lady came out with this video. Here it is, of a mannequin.
Okay, people, tell me something. This boy...
2023, he vanished.
But comes to find out...
Christopher G. Of course, whenever you ask about some random conspiracy, immediately you can expect a sports Kita artificial intelligence Gee, Balenciaga did something to this man, made him into a mannequin. This mannequin looked like somebody dead. Look at his hands. Netizens respond to viral Chris G Balenciaga video. Follow my TikTok for a full story time coming soon. Here's modelfact.com. Christopher G. Model Balenciaga missing update found alive. Christopher G. Model Balenciaga missing is a topic that's been going around on the news and the internet. This is an artificially written article. Even the article itself, even like the counter to it is like, this is AI written. It sucks. God, I hate this. The internet is abuzz with speculation. Meanwhile, Christopher G. took to his Instagram story to assure his followers. Wait, this motherfucker's still active on Instagram? What the fuck's his Instagram? Bro, that makes this so much funnier. That he's just like posting avocado toast and shit. Not a care in his life, you know what I mean? What is it? Chris_Tyler. Wait. In 2020, What? In 2020, he says, is this a mannequin of me? And then his last post is live for today, live for today, plan for tomorrow. I don't even know if this is a real account.